mean to you to be selected for this, especially as a junior?
It means a lot. It means a lot.
That water's for you.
It means a lot to be selected. Make me feel great. I'm putting in the work to be able to be here, so I feel like it's a great opportunity and a blessing.
Tank, can you kind of walk me through what the atmosphere is like at Jordan-Hare Stadium and what it's like playing in that stadium compared to other stadiums that you might go to in the SEC?
Well, I would say Jordan-Hare is a different stadium, and it's hard to play in for the opponent, but it's great to play in if you're playing for Auburn. The stadium, the fans are great. It gets so loud in there when big plays are made. It's unbelievable.
How was the coaching transition for you, and what's the outlook for having a second-year coach?
It was a good transition. It wasn't nothing bad. Everything was smooth. It played out the way it's supposed to play out.
Tank, Brian talked about you taking a big step in terms of your preparation and being a leader this offseason. Has there been anything specific that you've tried to do to kind of take that step?
No, sir. All I've been doing is putting in the work to get where I need to be. So it wasn't nothing spectacular that I had to do. Just working hard. Hitting on working hard, and that's all you got to do to be great.
What's it been like training with Brad Buster in the offseason?
It's been great. We've been putting in great work together. He know what he's doing. I feel like he know what he's doing. So it's nothing bad, nothing. It's all. I feel like he work on the things that we need to work on. And it's great.
Take your leadership style. Are you more just do the work and grind, or are you becoming more outspoken?
So I don't really like my guys. They know I don't really speak. They be like, bro, hey. Like, nah, we working. I don't do too much talking about it. I work with my actions, and they just follow.
How do you feel about the running back group? I know Brian talked about how talented you guys were from 1 through 5 or 6.
I feel like the running back room is very talented. I feel like you need a talented running back room, or any room, to reach your full potential.
You guys have 5 straight home games. Can you kind of talk about the importance of that and what that might bring to you and Auburn's schedule?
I feel like it's on our side. It's the season on our side. We got a lot of home games. We're not on the road. I feel like we do what we have to do. We can shock a lot of people.
When you open with 5 home games like that, coming off the way last season ended, do you feel like that's kind of just a way to kind of get momentum back in the right direction for you?
Yes, sir.
What has Zach Calzada brought to the program so far?
Zach Calzada brings leadership. Everything a quarterback's supposed to bring.
What stand out about him from the game y'all played against A&M last year that Harsin brought that over?
That dog, you know what I'm saying? You want to play with somebody that got that dog and he didn't back down, he didn't give up, he didn't quit. So I'd rather play with somebody that don't want to quit all the time now.
Tank, we've been seeing a lot of videos of you on social media working in the passing game with Zach a lot. Do you think you're going to get a bigger role in the passing game this year?
Yes, sir.
Tank, what was February like for you when kind of all that stuff was going on? I was just talking with Derek about that. What was that experience like to go through?
Well, it was an experience where the guys on the team, we had to come together as a team, and support our coach, and that's what we did. Everybody got together and we supported our coach the way it was supposed to be done.
Brian up there said that y'all have gotten closer as a result of how have you seen that kind of specifically develop, that y'all get closer?
I feel like I feel like the team got closer. The relationship with the team have gotten closer. I feel like it brought us together because we had to figure out how to come together and work together without somebody telling us what the coach was doing. Had the coach been busy at the time, we came together and figured out how to work and without people telling us all week. And that's what I feel like we needed that on the team.
When there's so many rumors and questions and everything flying around on social media, do you almost have to make a conscious effort to recommit to each other and to the school?
Well, we be real, we don't be all into that media stuff because at the end of the day, they're going to say what they want to say and put it how they want to put it. So, media is media. They're going to be the same thing today and they're going to be the same thing in 2033. Probably worse, but it's the same thing,
Tank, Auburn hasn't beaten Georgia in Athens since 2005. Just being from Georgia, what would it mean if you guys broke that streak?
It means a lot. The work we have to put in to do that. It's not going to be an easy job. We go in, we've been having a great offseason working, and I believe that we can win every game we play.
Growing up in LaGrange, was there a lot of Georgia fans around?
Alabama, LaGrange, Alabama, a little bit with Georgia. not just overwhelm Georgia.
Tank, what gives you that confidence that you guys can, like you said, shock a lot of people this year?
Because the work we put in this offseason.
Tank, what's kept you so loyal to Auburn when some of your teammates chose to leave?
Well, I look back when I first got to Auburn and just remember why I came to Auburn. And me leaving it would be something running, like I'm running away from my problem. And then I just told myself, if I run, I can't run forever. So I put my foot down, and I feel like I made the right decision.
Going way back to when you were a recruit, how much did Georgia factor into when you were making a decision in college?
No.
Tank, going back to Zach, I know he was limited in the spring, but just what have you seen from him this summer now that he's kind of like been able to let it loose?
So,
with Zach, with him being limited in the spring, but now being full go in the summer, what have you seen from him just like being able to work with him?
well, what I seen with him not going in the spring was the leadership part. And when I seen him get healthy, I seen the athleticism. So he got both, you know what I mean? As why he wasn't out there on the field, he was putting in work still, taking mental reps behind the quarterback. Like, you never seen a guy like just stand behind the quarterback every rep and go through the progression like he's doing it. So he showed a lot. You know, he can be a great quarterback, and he can be what it takes. But you know, we don't know, and we'll figure it out when the time comes.
Tank, how much do you relive the end of that Alabama game? You always hear it's a game of inches, and you were just within inches of moving the chains. How often do you replay that in your mind?
I replay it a lot, you know what I mean? I try not to think about what happened in the past, but that's how we live. But I rethink about it a lot and looking towards the plan this year.
What do you hope to do differently this year, just as an individual, or how have you improved this offseason?
Be a team player, put my team first, and just go out and win.
So do you feel like that's something you struggled in the past, or how can you do that better?
Nah, it's nothing I struggled in, you know what I'm saying, just getting better at it. And I'm not going to say it's hard. I feel like it's challenges, you know, I go through. And everything, it's nothing I had to work on, and it's just something I want to be great at, you know what I mean?
Hey, Brian said your offensive line is bigger, stronger, knows the offense better. Have you seen improvement from that group since last year?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that.
Well, the improvement part is everybody on the same page. We've been had a big, strong line. The improvement part is everybody being on the same page.
Tank, Brian has talked about sort of the enhanced leadership role that you've taken. Are there any sort of examples from spring practices or whatever it may have been in terms of how you were trying to put that in practice?
Like he just asked me, you know, just working, and the guys just follow behind it. I feel like if I'm a leader on the team, if I'm lacking, they're gonna feel like it's okay for them to lack. So I bring my best every day, and the guys bring their best every day. We all go out there and compete. We all do what we're supposed to do. Everybody working.
Do you think you're talking more, or is it more of a lead by example sort of approach?
Yeah, no, I don't really talk a lot to the guys. Like, we just work. We go out there and work, and we compete. We do what we have to do.
Yeah, Coach Keesaw said in spring just sort of how much you want to center everything on you. Is there anything that you're excited about in terms of your involvement in this offense and how it's changed from last year?
Excited and ready to play. You know, that's when you play with the guys and the team. That's all.
Tank, you've got obviously one of the cooler names in college football. How often do you hear about the Tank name, and do you have a funny story along the way about it?
Yeah, I hear about it a lot. You know, I got Tank when I grew up. My mom, she gave me the name Tank when I was at a rec game. I had ran, and my helmet came off, and I kept running. And after the game, she said, "Boy, you was moving like a tank." Ever since then, everybody called me Tank.
Hey, Tank. So a lot of times leaders are always called upon to help others. Who do you lean on when you're having a tough day?
And that's what I tell my teammates all the time. I say, guys, like, if I come in and I'm not having the day y'all think I'm having, y'all boys get on me. Y'all tell me. Just because y'all look towards me and I'm the leader, that don't mean y'all can't say nothing to me. Let me know. And let me know if I need to pick something up. Because I feel like it's not a such thing as a leader of a team. I feel like everybody a leader. And the way you carry yourself, because you can learn from something by anybody. You know what I'm saying?
No, appreciate that, man.
Sure.
Tank, can you tell us how much the Iron Bowl means to you and how much you enjoy playing there?
it means a lot to me, you know, and I enjoy playing in it, and it's just a feeling you can't explain. You know what I mean?
Take your Auburn experience off the field, academically, socially. What's that been like for you? What's it been to you?
What'd you say?
Just your Auburn career off the field, academically, socially. What's that been like for you?
You know, academically, it's great. You know, I never had problems with class, academics, anything like that. That stuff easy. You know, I handle my business and that. Handle my business on and off the field. That's easy.
Tank, what do you enjoy about Brian Harsin the most as your head coach?
His work ethic. His work ethic. The way he works. It just like, it makes you, like, if you have a head coach and he can work out like he's 19, 20, do the things that we doing, it's very inspiring and like make you, like, if you already don't have an edge, but the way he works is just different.
What's the most impressive thing you've seen him do with the group?
Run the decks. We call them decks,
Yeah.
run stadiums. And I sat down and watched him run every last one of them with us. Every time we run stadiums, he run with us.
How many
We got
runs?
17 tomorrow. At 6 in the morning, 17 in the morning. We got 20 next week. The highest we got last year was like 22. But we got 17 in the morning. I think we're going to get to 20 next week, then we're done.
Did he finish above some of the players?
So,
Did he finish before some of the players?
I mean, we got skill, and then we got speed, speed, skill, O-line, D-line. So he go with the O-line. Then he'll sneak in with the skill. He say, "Oh, got me." You know, it's great that we working.
What do you think it means to players to see him out there doing that?
I mean, you see your coach work ethic, and then you see his drive. From me, I'm gonna answer that question from my standpoint. I see his drive, and I see how he work. You know what I mean? And that's my coach. If he got the time to put in the work that we are doing in coaches, you know what I mean? And that's how I look at it. It's not a such thing excuses. Like me, I don't make excuses. It's not a such thing as an excuse if you can see that. Some people would be like, "Oh man, I got a team, but I got to coach them. I got to get them," and not even put forth an effort into it. But he put forth effort into it, and it just you know what I mean? It put a different feeling on us as players.
You talked today, Coach Harsin did, about your work ethic and how he's seen you continue to develop and mature. How much do you pride yourself on that?
Well, when you see almost a 50-year-old running 20 decks, you know what I mean? You be like, "Hey man, when I'm 50 out or something, I want to be able to do that too." So let's start now. So I'm seeing my coach do that last year when I first met him. His work ethic, it made my work ethic even drive higher. You know what I mean? And like it was one time we was running gases. He started before me and Derek, and we had to go get him. We had to go catch him to win the rep, or we had another one. I'm like, "Oh, we had to go get him," and we did though. And that's the part, like the work ethic part is there.
Can you slide that mic closer to it?
Yes.
There, sorry about that. That's all right.
Is he in the weight room with y'all too, or mostly cardio stuff?
Yeah, he have his own workout. You know, he do his own workout in this corner and do his workouts over there. But while we working, we getting our own work in.
Yeah.
Tank, what have you seen out of Damari since he got on campus?
Damari, he's gonna be a great running back. He's gonna be a great running back. He's willing to learn anything, ears open, and he worked hard. And that's what I like about him the most. His work ethic.
He was working with you, Brad, right?
Yes, sir.
How was that?
It was great.
Getting to see him.
It was great. You get to start building a relationship younger, you know, and before he even got to college, just feeding him the game and telling him how it's gonna be. And he appreciated it, and I can see it. He's hungry and humble. And there's not too many guys coming out of high school that's humble when they get the recognition that he was getting. So I know he's gonna do good.
Kind of making off those two questions, where would you rank you, Jarquez, Damari, and the rest of the running back group in terms of running back rooms in the country?
I feel like, to be honest with you, I feel like we're the best. You know, I feel like experience-wise and talent-wise, we're the best.
Brian earlier was
2 years in the SEC about what it takes to compete at a high level.
You got to come to play. You can't come in like a high school game and think you can take over the game by yourself. You need other guys. It's a team game, and that's what I learned while I've been in college. It's a team sport. You can't take one guy, and that's what I learned from him.
Anything specific about your off-season workouts to try to take your game to another level that you got into?
Well, so what I started with is like how I played last year and break down what I need to do, watch film, footwork stuff, everything like that, and I just work on it during the offseason.
Brian was
What's
saying,
your weight at?
So
Your weight?
my weight is like 215.
Okay. Is that where you want to be and the coaches want you during the season?
I'm gonna be like 210 during the season.
Okay.
Brian was saying earlier he's been pretty impressed with Coy Moore since he got there this summer. What have you seen from him?
Like I was just saying, the work. I see him out there catching 9 o'clock in the facility at night, catching balls by himself, doing drills, running routes with Zach Lozada. Just out there seeing it. Like if you guys can be around someone and they working, it's like if you're a competitor, if you see a media guy get more recognition, like he getting more stories and stuff, more knowledge and stuff from other people, what you gonna say? You're gonna be like, oh, I need to get on my game, I need to go get me, you know? So that's how it is on the team right now. When one guy sees somebody working, oh, they finna go work. And that's where I feel like we worked so hard to get to this point.
Tank, Coach Harsin was talking a lot about Ike Hilliard, and I know he's obviously not your position coach, but what have you seen from him so far?
Coach Ike different. He don't talk too much. He stay low, but he's so smart and he knows the game, and that's someone you want on your team. And he's not a coach that's gonna yell at you, blah blah blah. He gonna get the point to you in the manner, like the way, in a respectful way. You know what I mean? And he's good what he's doing. And I just met Coach when he got there in the spring, and he's a great coach, like a great coach.
Sorry you've already been asked this, but Coach Harsin was talking about as players, how did you navigate that? He said about even watching have close together as a team.
Yes, sir.
What did you do?
We handled it the right way. You know, stood up for our coach and did what we had to do. We didn't stop. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't stop. Like stop what we was doing. We was working. We had something good going on. Coach had something good. Started something great, and we wasn't gonna stop what he started because of what was going on. We stood behind him like he would do us. Stood behind him and kept going, and we got great results for doing it.
I think Derek mentioned this. Y'all like fear the game just happened like coming out of the workout?
Yeah.
How shocking was that?
It wasn't even like shocking because it was like it wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? We all knew it wasn't nothing. Like we all knew it wasn't real or anything. So we knew it was some crazy media guy probably out there trying to get attention doing something, but it wasn't nothing big or nothing. Like it wasn't no shock to us.
You got a couple minutes, okay?
You and Coach Cadillac have been together for a while now. How would you describe that relationship?
Me and Coach Cadillac, we have a great relationship. He's a great coach. He does everything like I was just telling the other people in the other meeting. He's a coach that worry about the little things, and the little things become the big things. So that's what I understood, you know, from freshman year, and now that's what he's been teaching me. And I feel like that's how my game developed, by starting to know about the little things and then the big things to take care of itself.
Last one.
How do you kind of personally go about approaching that?
Well, I don't really approach NIL, you know, I leave that up to my people.
They come to you with like an offer, like a hey, so they might want to do something, then you kind of discuss it?
Yeah, so they come with me with a deal, with the amount, and then I let them know if that's something I'm comfortable with. Yes, sir.